guys, in this video we'll be talking about how anime like this influenced cartoons like this. For those of you who don't know about anime, it's a Japanese exclusive type of animation that is distributed from Japan all over the world with various websites like Crunchyroll, Kiss Anime, and a bunch of other stuff. And that really had a lot of influence on cartoons for people growing up in the late 90s and early 2000s. For a little history on anime, the first anime that I can think of, according to my research, was aired in 1964 with Astro Boy. No explanation on what that's about. Also, a word of warning, cartoons like Samurai Jack, Code Lyoko, Powerpuff Girls, and pretty much any cartoons like Totally Spies or Morton Mystery, that's not anime. Those are cartoons made here in America or somewhere in Canada that have heavy anime influences because the art style. Anime has had a lot of influence on animation and even some movies. Guillermo del Toro had anime influences in his movie Pacific Rim, which, in my opinion, is a severely underrated movie. It's a really good movie. You guys should see it. Anyway, when most people think of anime, they think of well, stuff that you can find in the dark places of the internet, which I am not allowed to tell here on YouTube because that might get me arrested. Anime has had a lot of influence on cartoon industries like Cartoon Network with their hit show Teen Titans. No, not that one. There you go. Teen Titans was released in 2005 and was canceled before it even had a final season because it started to appeal to the girl demographic more so than the boys. Let me know in the comment section how that's a problem. So here's the thing: anime isn't really mainstream, and I say mainstream because I can't really find any episodes on TV. But if you guys know some anime channels on Spectrum or DirecTV, let me know in the comment section. Anime has had a lot to introduce, especially in those genres and tropes. Anime has given us the mech genre, which are people in giant robot mech suits fighting other mech suits like Gundam or Code Geass, or people in mech suits fighting giant monsters. For example, the Pacific Rim movie mentioned earlier. Anime has a lot of influence on books. That's right, books. Before it becomes anime, the source material is based off of what's called manga. Manga is a type of Japanese comic that is read right to left, back to front, and is most of the time the comic is almost entirely in black and white, and that's usually to save on ink costs because black and white is cheaper than colored ink. So there isn't a lot of what I like to call American anime, but there is some stuff that's close. For example, Samurai Jack, Titans, and Avatar: The Last Airbender are a few examples. They aren't anime in the sense that they came from Japan. They're American made by Nick Studios or Cartoon Network or the company in Canada that made Code Lyoko. They're cartoons that have anime influences based on the art style, names, and premises, but mostly in art style. Heck, even in Teen Titans Go for half the series, the theme song was in Japanese. Even certain YouTube shows have adopted the anime art style. For example, the very popular Rooster Teeth animated hit Ruby. If you haven't seen Ruby, I highly suggest you check it out. It's very worth your time and it's amazing. And for those of you who say that Ruby is an anime, Ruby was made by Rooster Teeth in San Francisco or somewhere here in the US. Anime has also had influences in other countries besides the good old US of A, such as Canada. There are two shows that I grew up with that were originally from French-speaking countries like Canada or some parts of Europe. And these two shows were Code Lyoko and the show Wakfu, which is on Netflix. There are 3 seasons. I highly suggest you watch it. It's a very good show. It's very worth your time. And anime has had a long way to go before it's started taking seriously. A lot of people just associate with the friendship is magic. Get out of here, you manliness killing abomination. Disclaimer: I don't know if anyone watching this is a brony. It's just my opinion. I don't like MLP. Sue me. So yeah, anime has had a lot of influences over the few decades that it's been shown. For us millennials, we knew the anime art style before we even seen anime. Without anime, we wouldn't have what made our childhoods awesome. Right, guys? Before I end off this video, I want to give a huge shout out to a mentor of mine, Gaijin Goomba. While I haven't met him at all, 'cause I've seen a lot of his videos and they have given me so much knowledge about Japanese culture. He is very good in his research. He has lived in Japan for more than a decade. He's been studying their culture for 17 years, and he's a very good teacher. A lot of his videos are entertaining and they focus on the cultural aspects of video games. So, yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.